There we go.
Hey, so here we are again, Vivi and Hans, and this webcast was not going to happen today at all. We were going to be, and we still are, going to be shooting very soon with Maria Queen, who's visiting New York today. But Maria's running a little bit late for the shoot, and
So here we are.
Yep.
In
Ready?
front of the TV, ready to webcast. And as you can see, we've started getting a little better at it. Our framing is a little bit better than last time. And you can probably hear us a lot better than last time.
Okay, right. I'm all prepared to talk about wrestling and Maria, who's, having to do like a series of 3 pretty tough competitive matches. But Hans here and Diablo as well are both so excited about our new microphone.
We have a new microphone.
I'm just showing this. Here, okay, look. I mean, seriously, they've been, like, this came in the mail this morning. Hans came over for the shoot. They've been setting up this microphone and playing with it, like, for the last hour. It's like Christmas came early.
Make a recording with the new microphone, make a recording with the old microphone, play them back and compare them. I'm sure it sounds a little weird right now since it's being wagged around.
Yeah. But apparently, so they tell me, this microphone is so good that I can waggle it around and it should still sound pretty good. Anyway, they're like, the boys are excited.
There we go. So we had to get that in there.
Okay, technical announcement aside. So, almost at any moment, Maria should be showing up. She got delayed by some traffic, but we're going to take this opportunity to talk about the matches that are coming up in the shoot today. It's pretty awesome, exciting.
Pretty much all competitive.
This is an entirely competitive shoot, and there are actually 4 matches slated. Maria is in 3 of them. I'm only in 1, so this is a surprisingly light wrestling heavy spectator day for me. But obviously, I'm already dressed up for my match.
I actually don't know what the 4th one is. I know 3 of them.
Okay, so what are the first 3 matches, Hans?
The 3 that I know about are Howell versus Maria, and Orlando versus Maria, and myself versus Maria. So I know her 3.
Right, yes.
I don't know what the last one might be.
So there's actually the 4th match is a rematch between me and Orlando.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, which has to happen actually, because it's been a long time since we had a competitive video together, but also because this past summer, Orlando was away from New York for the past year. So we hadn't gotten to see her or train or roll with each other for about a year. She came back last summer and we had an off-camera match where I was super impressed. Like, clearly she'd been training for her whole year away. I mean, so had I. So we had an awesome roll that the cameras did not record. That was great. And like, we have to do a rematch,
Simple.
Obviously. But the whole summer went by. Her school year started again, so she had to leave again for the next year for her out of town school program. But she's back for the holidays now, and our rematch will happen. The other reason this obviously has to happen is it's just the matches for Maria wouldn't be as good if she didn't get a rest somewhere in there.
Yes.
So before she and Orlando face off, we have it planned. I'll go in, make Orlando at least a little bit tired to make up
a little bit
for the 2 mixed matches Maria's going to do with you and Howell beforehand.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So
fun stuff.
This is the full-on plan. Our first up match, Maria versus Howell. So we're going to talk about that one first. Now, Howell actually has come over to the studio earlier today to train a little bit last minute, get a few pointers for this match. So, and that was awesome because we were able to go over a couple things that we think will be like specifically important. I got to have a match with Maria last spring, so I have wrestled her before and know a little bit what her style is.
I actually watched that today.
You watched the match?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you think?
It was very technical and very kind of like, I don't want to say slow like in a bad way. It was slow in a patient way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were both very, very patient in what you went for, and it was very strategic chess match back and forth, and not, I wouldn't even say overly aggressive, just very, sharp and strategic. So, yeah.
So I know Maria is very well practiced, experienced, like long practicing and training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. And Howell, on the other hand, is not very trained formally in wrestling or Jiu-Jitsu or grappling at all, but just throughout wrestling with me and with some other of our wrestlers in matches and video matches and a small amount of training sessions, Howell is like a sponge in how quickly techniques and moves will stick with him. So it's pretty neat. Like we went over just a couple things today. I'm pretty sure Maria's going to at least use this move, use that move. Let's show you, some counters to it, and like bang, bang, bang. Howell picks things up really fast. So that's cool. Plus is just very energetic, athletic, wiry, bendy, flexible.
He's got the gusto, as it were. The matches I've seen him in, he's definitely puts energy into it. So.
Speaking of this, Howell, you're in the back room. Do you want to say hi?
He popped up like a whack-a-mole in the kitchen window.
There's a small, fairly audible hi there. Howell has been here for a while and has been waiting for his opponent to arrive.
Waiting patiently.
Okay, so the second match then after Maria Howell, which I think what's going to happen in that one, by the way, is I think Howell's probably going to push the pace. But I do foresee that Maria, having a lot more experience, is going to be a little on the ropes with Howell's athleticism. But I expect her experience to really ultimately outweigh the pressure. But I think it should be pretty exciting.
It'll definitely be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. So the second one then, Hans versus Maria.
Yes.
What are you thinking for your own match?
So I've never wrestled her before, but I've faced two friends of hers, Keisha and Gaia, and I feel like they're probably similar styles. Like when I was watching the match with you and Maria earlier today, it reminded me of matches that I had with Keisha, and just kind of that very kind of deliberate, patient, kind of style. So, So for me, it's probably going to be more about not pushing. Like I'm going to try not to go too fast, too quickly, and get trapped in something. Because I feel like she's going to be very good at reversals.
They can make those patient traps to let you walk into them.
So yeah, I'm planning on taking this one like a little bit slower at first, just to kind of like see if I can feel her out. But I've got some size on her, so that should help me.
You're her largest opponent of the day.
Yep. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it too. So it'll be really fun.
And you not only not ever wrestled her before, but you haven't met her before either, right?
Nope. We've texted back and forth a couple times, and that's the extent of it. So yeah. And just on a non-wrestling note, she's super sweet. She's such a very enthusiastic and like positive lady. And this whole shoot came up really last minute. I'm so amazed this is even happening because previously, until very recently, Maria had said she was coming next week. And I didn't even know Orlando was coming until I happened to glance through WB's travelers listing like 2 days ago. And what I was looking to see, actually, someone had asked, because we're filming with Enchantress Sarai on 30th, what guests would be in town to do a match with her. So I looked to see, is anyone visiting on December 30th? And what I saw was, lo and behold, Maria had changed her dates to this weekend when we were free to film. And Orlando had announced that she was going to be here. I'm like, this is amazing. Because both, not only did we want to shoot, and Hans wanted to shoot with Maria, but I wanted to see Orlando and Maria go together because I've rolled with both of them and know them to both be really good opponents. And so this whole thing got set up like 2 days ago with 4 different matches. And
how many fighters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters.
Wow.
Yes. So that's all pretty exciting and very last minute. And so when I texted Maria about this, I was like, oh man, she's probably pretty busy. And she's like, no, I'm up for anything. I can do it all. I go, 3 competitive matches. I'm up for it.
Wow.
So that was, yeah.
That's awesome.
That was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. Okay, so let's see. Wait a second. I'm testing here some messages I'm getting. Oh, someone just asked if we have pictures. I, on this computer, don't have any pictures of Maria so that I can share. Oh, wait, I can show a couple things. I know what I can do here. Hang on. I'm going to our own website, and I'm going to show a couple stills here. Share. Hang on. Okay, so here we go. All right, here I'm going to show Orlando. Oh, let's go all the way back to my original competitive match with Orlando. Whoa, my goodness. 2010.
Light hair.
Yeah. Pay no attention to my silly hairdo at this time. So Orlando, let's talk about Maria versus Orlando, because that's the one we haven't talked about yet. Orlando's quite athletic. She's very leggy, strong with the legs. So, and also, so both Orlando and Maria are Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ practiced, I think both purple belts. So a good match in that sense. Orlando's a little bit bigger, I think a little bit more physically strong, but I'm trying to get back to the tab where I was showing this tab. Oh, I lost my.
Yeah, you should use the.
Yeah. Safari. There it is. Haha. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to go back from the Orlando screen and show Maria Queen here. Here are my matches, and I fought Maria.
Here, watch this.
What are you doing? Oh, whoa. Okay, Hans is way better at computer than I am. But this took us to our bondage wrestling match, which I might as well show.
There's 2 of them. You can hit the arrow up there to cycle to the other one.
Whoa.
That.
Look at that. Okay, so here is my match with Maria Queen from May. So there's Maria right there. She is, you can see her being quite flexible and athletic there as well. We did warn Howell that she has a pretty strong guard. You can see her working her hooks and her open guard, butterfly guard attacks there.
That was something I noticed when I watched this morning. She's very good at getting her legs around either one of yours or around your waist.
And so, here's one more thing let's show. Now, let's go back to Orlando. There we go. Now, Orlando and Howell have had a match previously, but that was in bondage wrestling. Where is that one?
Here it is.
There it is. All right. So here's just a little look. There's Orlando versus Howell. They still haven't had a regular wrestling match. So that's kind of fun. But you can see both of them are, for example, very athletic, like aggressive type fighters. So I almost think you could say Maria's fights with the 2 of them might be a little similar in some ways, but Orlando does have the more like polished BJJ technique, definitely like a bigger submission arsenal than Howell. So that'll be something that could it could make the match more difficult for Maria, though. I think they've both got a really strong experience base to pull on. Okay, let's go back here.
I just sent you a possible picture.
Possible picture.
Let's see.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, okay. And actually, Diablo, who is on our background technical support, has found us
A much
better
bigger
picture of Maria. Let's just share that right now.
There you
All
go.
right, Maria. She should be. I've been checking my phone while we've been doing this, actually, to see if
Now
she's
you don't
arriving.
have to squint.
She
to see Maria,
says,
so.
okay, she should actually be here in 4 minutes.
Wow.
Yay!
So here we go.
So we might start preparing ourselves.
Fun competitive event about to go down here in Brooklyn.
Let's see. Now, where's my... There we go. And I know some people were watching us live, and I know there were comments being made that I couldn't see because I didn't open that window. So let me just go over here. Say hi to everybody. Live, and I know there were comments being made that I couldn't see because Okay, there we go.
No more feedback.
Oh, hey, Kiki, we came online to watch.
Methodical.
Hello.
That is a good description. There we go.
There. Alrighty. So, all right. Thanks for watching, everybody that chimed in. We might possibly turn the webcast back on for some behind the scenes during the shoot, but we might actually be in a frenzy of wrestling at the time. So we'll see. Okay. Catch ya next time.
Bye-bye.